child, if this voice has reached you in the middle of a hard day, then pause here with me for a few quiet minutes. I know you were ready to scroll on. I know the world feels loud and crowded around you right now. And yet, somehow, you stopped here. Perhaps that is not random at all. You do not have to feel unshaken to be welcome here. You do not need the right posture, or a settled heart, or even the energy to believe much of anything this evening. You only have to let these words sit beside you for a little while. So loosen your shoulders, unclench your hands, and let yourself breathe slower than you have been breathing all day. Before another word goes any further, let me be honest with you, because honesty is where trust begins. What you are about to hear is an encouragement gathered from the Bible, a reflection offered to you in faith. It is not a private revelation. It is not a forecast of your future, and it is not a guarantee about how any battle in your life will turn out. It is simply the steady comfort of Scripture, read slowly and gently over you today. And there is one line of Scripture I want to lay underneath everything we share tonight. It comes from the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 17. Let the words come to you without rushing. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Read it once more, slowly, inside your own heart. No weapon formed against you will have the final say. No accusing voice that rises will get to write your ending. This is not a promise that no trouble will ever come near you. It is something deeper than that. It is the promise that the things rising against you do not get to define you, and they do not get to claim you. In the Scriptures, this is the voice of the one who made you, speaking steadiness over the ones he loves. And tonight, that ancient steadiness is being spoken quietly over you. I know why these words might matter to you right now. Maybe you have felt like everything is lined up against you lately. One thing after another with no room to catch your breath. Maybe there are voices, real ones, that have been talking about you when you were not in the room. Maybe someone has tried to shrink you, to label you, to decide who you are before you ever had a chance to speak for yourself. And maybe the hardest part is not even the people. Maybe it is the feeling that you are facing it all alone and running out of strength to keep facing it. So hear this gently before anything else. You were never meant to fight in your own strength alone. Let these words reach you the way the Scriptures speak them, as if the Father himself leaned close to where you sit and said, "My child, I have seen what is rising against you. I have seen the words spoken behind your back, the ones that found their way to you and left a bruise. I have seen you replay them at night, wondering if maybe the unkind voices were right about you. But the Scriptures say that the Lord is your light and your salvation. So there is no one you finally need to fear, and He is the strength of your life." You were never standing on that ground alone, not on a single one of those long days. I have seen you square your shoulders and walk back into rooms that drained you. I have seen you keep your composure when something inside you wanted to crumble. I have seen you carry yourself with quiet dignity, even when no one gave you credit for it. And I have not looked away, not once. I know you have wondered whether anyone truly had your back. You watched things turn against you, and slowly you began to believe you would have to defend yourself forever on your own, with whatever strength was left. But hear me now. You do not have to be your own fortress. Sometimes what felt like a wall closing in was only a season, pressing you toward a strength that does not come from you and was never meant to. what looked like the whole world against you was never the whole story about you. There has been a steadiness holding you that did not depend on your own grip. You are not as outnumbered as the fear has told you. You are not as exposed as the long nights have suggested. You are not too small for this moment, and you are not too weak to be held through it. The voice that says you are losing on every side is not the truth about you, and it is not the voice of the one who made you. You have heard a certain voice, have you not? A low, persistent voice that has trailed you for years. It borrows your own tone, so you assumed it was just your own thinking. It tells you that everyone is against you, and somehow also that it is all your fault. It says you always end up on the losing side. It says the people around you are only waiting for you to fail. And in the quiet hours, it lines up every conflict, every harsh word, every old wound, and reads them back to you like evidence. My child, hear me clearly. That voice is an accuser, and it is not telling you the truth. It does not speak for heaven, and it does not speak for the one who formed you. So tonight, when that old voice begins its familiar case against you, you do not have to argue it down with cleverness. When it says everyone has turned on you, the truth answers, I am with you still. When it says you are too weak to stand, the truth answers, be strong in me and in the power of my might. When it says the weapons against you will win, the truth answers, they do not get the final word over your life. You do not have to defeat the voice with a perfect comeback. You only have to stop signing your name to its lies. So if you are listening tonight with a heart that feels surrounded, this is for you. If you are weary from defending yourself in rooms where you were already misjudged, this is for you. If you have been holding your head high in public while quietly wondering how much longer you can hold the line, this is for you. If you have prayed for vindication so many times that you have nearly stopped expecting it, this, most of all, is for you. You do not have to put on armor here. You do not have to keep your guard up. You do not have to prove your innocence to be welcome in this quiet moment. Come just as you are, tired hands and all. In the Gospel of Matthew, the invitation Jesus gives is gentle, and it is wide open. The scriptures say he calls all who labor and are heavy laden to come to him, and he will give them rest. Notice who is being called. Not the ones who have won every argument. Not the untouchable, not the always vindicated, not the ones who never get talked about. The weary, the heavy laden, the ones worn thin from carrying what others laid on them. That invitation has your name written into it, exactly as you are, this very night. You do not have to earn this rest by winning. You do not have to climb above your accusers to be loved. The scriptures never say, come once you have cleared your name. They say, come and rest will be given to you. And there is a truth from the scriptures that can quiet the storm of needing to fight every battle yourself. It is found in the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. Listen carefully. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Sit with the shape of that for a moment. It does not say, be strong in yourself, in your own willpower, in your own ability to outlast everyone. It says, be strong in the Lord. The strength you have been straining to produce was never meant to be yours alone. The scripture invites you to lean your weight on a steadiness far older and far deeper than your own. If you have been white-knuckling your way through every confrontation, let this verse loosen your grip tonight. You were never meant to be the source of the strength. You were meant to be held by it. And And I want you to know something about all those moments you felt outnumbered. The times someone twisted your words. The times a decision went against you that you could not change. The times you stood in the silence of being misunderstood with no one rising to your defense. You thought those moments proved that you were on your own. You thought they were a verdict against you. But the scriptures would say that no human verdict gets to be the final word over a heart that belongs to God. Every harsh judgment you carried home was seen. Every unfair conclusion drawn about you was known. None of it was hidden, and none of it changed how completely you are loved. Sometimes the vindication you longed for did not come the way you wanted. And sometimes the answer was, wait, which is the hardest answer to hold when you feel wronged. But being asked to wait was never the same as being abandoned to the wolves. Beneath the surface, where you could not see it, something steadier than your own defense was holding the line for you. Like a quiet root system underground, unseen and unhurried, that holds a tree upright through the very storm that was meant to topple it. You were never standing as alone in those moments as you felt. Now, I know you may not feel calm yet. I know the tension may still be sitting in your chest. Peace returns slowly to a heart that has been bracing for impact for a long time. And that is all right. The truth does not wait for your nerves to settle before it becomes true. The ground holds you whether or not you feel steady standing on it. And these promises were written down long before your name was ever spoken, so that they could find you in exactly a season like this one. So let me say it again, slowly, the way you may have needed to hear it for years. You are held. Not abandoned to the fight, but held through it, known, and still loved. The world has taught you to measure your standing by who is for you and who is against you, by whether you came out on top, by whether you managed to keep everyone's approval. But that is not how heaven measures you. Your worth was never decided by the people who opposed you. It was decided by the love of the one who made you. And that love does not rise when others praise you, and it does not fall when others turn against you. When you are vindicated, you are loved. When you are wrongly accused, you are loved. When the room is on your side, you are loved. And on the day the whole room turns cold, you are loved still. I want you to think back for just a moment on the conflicts you were sure would undo you. The seasons when it felt like everything and everyone had lined up against you. The pressure that should have crushed you flat. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still here. Do you ever wonder how you came through what you came through? How a strange calm settled over you in a moment when you had every reason to fall apart? How you found just enough composure to face one more hard conversation when the night before you had nothing left? The scriptures would say that was not your strength alone. That was a hand holding you up that never let go. You did not survive all of that because you were strong enough by yourself. You survived because you were held, even on the days you could not feel the hands that held you. And here is something the conflict has been hiding from you. You are not the same person who first walked into this difficult season. You think you have only been losing ground, but you have also been growing roots in the very soil where standing was hardest. The composure you carry now, you did not have it before. The compassion you feel for others who are wrongly judged, you earned that with your own bruises. The quiet steadiness that lets you hold your peace when you are provoked, that was forged in you, not handed to you. The scriptures say the testing of your faith works patience, that what passes through pressure can come out stronger and more refined. The opposition was never sent to be the end of you. What is tested under strain is not always being destroyed. Sometimes it is being proven and made firm. And you You are coming through this steadier, more grounded, and more truly yourself than you have ever been. One day, you will meet someone standing exactly where you stand tonight, feeling outnumbered and worn, and the very thing that nearly broke you will become the reason they find the courage to keep standing. Nothing you have endured is going to be wasted. And let me speak gently to the comparison that has been quietly draining your peace. You have looked at people who seem to glide through life without opposition and decided something must be wrong with you, as if struggle were proof of failure, as if the smooth road others appear to walk were the only sign of being blessed. But heaven does not measure a life that way. Hardship is not a verdict against you. You are not a flawed version of someone else's easier story. The scriptures are full of people who faced fierce opposition and were never once forsaken by God. The shepherd boy facing the giant, the prophet standing alone against the crowd, the ones counted out by men and counted precious by heaven. The opposition you face is not a measure of your worth. So stop reading your hardships as evidence against your value. You are exactly where grace can still reach you. And grace has never once been driven back by anything that rose against you. So tonight, I am asking you to set down a few things you were never meant to carry. Lay down the need to win every argument before you can rest. Lay down the resentment that has been quietly hardening your heart toward the ones who wronged you. Lay down the fear that keeps rehearsing tomorrow's conflict tonight, stealing peace it has no right to take. You were not made to carry those things forever, and you do not have to carry them in your own strength. And about those old wounds you keep reopening, the words that still sting, the unfair judgment you cannot seem to forget, the conflict you replay searching for the perfect answer you never gave. Hear this carefully, my child. You are not the worst thing anyone ever said about you. You are not the sum of the accusations you have carried. The scriptures say that His mercies are new every morning. New every single morning. Which means there is fresh strength already waiting for you tomorrow before you have lifted a finger to earn it. Grace was never a prize for the ones who won every battle. It has always been a gift for the ones who felt overwhelmed by them. And that includes you. So lay the old wounds down too. Not because the hurt was nothing, but because it no longer has the right to define who you are becoming. If these words have stirred something in you, you do not need to do anything dramatic. You do not owe anyone a comment to make this real. You do not have to prove your faith to a stranger online. But if you would like, take this quiet moment and turn it into a small prayer. It can be as simple as this. Lord, I am tired of fighting alone. Be my strength tonight. There are no perfect words for this. The scriptures show God meeting people in groans and whispers and prayers too weary to finish. Your honesty is more than enough. And if someone comes to mind right now, someone who feels surrounded and worn down tonight, you are welcome to share this message with them. Not as a chain letter, not as a demand, just as a kindness, the way you would steady the arm of someone who is about to stumble. Now here is one gentle but important reminder, and I will not hurry past it. Faith is a deep comfort, but it is not a replacement for real-world help. If you are facing harassment, a serious conflict, or a situation that feels too heavy or unsafe to carry alone, please also reach out to someone you trust, a counselor, or the proper authorities. Faith and wise action were always meant to walk together. Asking for help is not a failure of trust. It is wisdom, and it is courage. And before we come to the end, let me ask one simple thing of you. Stand firm a little longer. I am not telling you the opposition will suddenly vanish by morning. I am not handing you a guarantee or a date or a tidy ending wrapped in a bow. I am telling you what faith has always whispered to the weary, that the weapons formed against you do not get to write the last line of your story. You have stood through 100% of the hardest days that ever came against you. Consider that. That is not luck. It is grace, holding you upright on the days you did not even realize you were being held. And the same strength that has carried you this far is not about to set you down now. So when the conflict still feels fresh, stand firm. When the vindication is slow in coming, stand firm. When you cannot see how it all resolves, just take the next small step in front of you and stand firm. So as this message comes toward its close, I want to leave one truth in your hands to carry into tomorrow. The things rising against you do not get the final word. Hear once more the heart of what we began with, from the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Whatever this season has thrown at you, the final word over your life is not defeat. The steadiness heaven offers you is not built on your own ability to win. I will not promise you that every conflict will break your way. I will not pretend to know the outcomes that only God knows. You have been handed enough hollow guarantees, and I will not add another to the pile. But I can leave you with what the scriptures say with quiet confidence. Be strong, not in yourself, but in the Lord and in the power of His might. You are held, and you are not facing this alone. So lift your head tonight, not because the opposition has suddenly disappeared, but because you were never, not for one moment, standing against it by yourself. Take one more slow breath now, and let this be the truth you rest on. You are held. You are not alone. And the things rising against you do not get to claim you. If messages of peace like this one bring you steadiness, you are always welcome to stay close to this little corner of the internet, where we simply sit with the scriptures together. And wherever tomorrow leads, whatever stands against you, may you walk through it knowing that your strength was never meant to be yours alone. Peace be with you, my friend. Rest now and stand firm.